Over here at Huntington and South Huntington. Well, this is South Huntington right here we're at. But it goes down to South Huntington and Huntington. So the green line is temporarily suspended due to power line problems. Just took a walk down. As you can see, it's kind of bowing in the middle there. I don't know if you can see that. Cables are very dangerously about to fall down. Lost some of the support. Right over here in South Huntington. I don't think the news people got out here yet, but they got the whole part of South Huntington blocked off. You can't come up or come down it because of the how low the wires are. Any tractor trailers will probably have to avoid this area because they will hit these wires. Anything that's over, I'll say even 10 feet, it's not likely to make it through here without hitting something. I think they verified that the power has been shut off, but let's see what they got going on here. Like I said, not too sure what took place, but MBTA is kind of spread thin. These wires are supposed to be inspected on a regular basis too. See how that's kind of low hung right there? They're gonna try to get up there and adjust it the best way they can. A lot of cars are trying to come down here and they realize they can't make it through. They got the crew out here, so they're gonna try to get it fixed up as fast as possible. There's a lot of low hung wires. The train is kind of incapacitated down there, so we'll check that out in a second. The fire department was down here earlier. They turned it all over to MBTA. They didn't find anything too concerning.
The thing from the ceiling came down. Hi.
Did you see what happened?
No, we didn't see what happened.
She said she did.
Yes, so
The
it's all
train that
blocked
came
off.
to a sudden stop,
Uh-huh.
and see the black lines that go up onto the thing?
Uh-huh.
It came off.
It came off.
Then when they tried fixing it on the other side, the wires all came down on that side.
Oh wow. So they tried to fix it on one side, it came off on the other side.
Yeah, so it's, and on the MBTA website it says take the 39 bus.
Oh, okay.
So.
Got it.
But
Appreciate
thank God no one got hurt, so, I mean, everything else is replaceable.
Right, got it.
That's how that goes.
Cool. Another transit officer just arrived on scene.
Yeah, and they got them down there too.
Yeah.
Because like I said, no trains in or out. They're stopping at Brigham Circle.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Just be careful walking down there.
Oh yeah, I will. Always careful. What? Like I knew somebody saw it, but you know, come on. I got a little intel. I don't got a lot of intel. I got some intel. I wouldn't be a good reporter if I didn't know anything at all. I kind of knew what happened prior to getting down here, but I was listening to the fire department channel. They did just check the power, so the power has been, shut off. Somehow the thing got mangled up in the cable. I'm not too sure how that happened, but this is what we have. Train has been evacuated. They call that the pendulum. I believe that's what they call that. If I'm pronouncing it the right way, or the pentagraph, something like that. One of those words with a P, and it's to gather the power to the. This would be the equivalent to the third rail up in the air. So that's what that'll be. So instead of it being on the ground, it's up in the air. The neutral is on the ground on the tracks. or the return, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's called the pentagraph. I have to look it up again. What's happening? That's newsworthy for sure. Philip Ng gotta watch this. He said the tea's working good. Phil Ng, I invite you to walk with me a few times on the MBTA and see what I see. And that's the thing about Phil Ng and Josh Kraft and those guys. You talk to them, and they do a lot of photo ops, but then when you want to get to the nitty gritty and talk stuff, they run the other way. And Phil Ng been running away from me for a long time. Same as Josh Kraft, and they're not good people. I put it that way. They're not in the best interest of the people. I put it that way. They do a lot of photo ops. They tell you what they're going to do and they plan on doing, but take it from me, guys. I try to talk to them and they run. They run the other way. They don't want to be on camera for sure. They don't mind being on like Fox 25 when it's a special photo op or something like that, but when it comes to asking questions and what they plan on doing and what they're going to do, what have they accomplished, they don't want to hear about that. So I take a walk all the way down to Huntington Ave and back again. What's happening, my man?
How you doing, man?
Good.
There exploded right in front of me.
Oh, you saw the whole thing?
I was looking out my window.
Was it sparking and everything?
I looked. Normally my window's right under it.
Uh-huh.
I was looking out my window and it went boom.
Boom, like a big spark, right? Yeah, I heard it came in as an explosion. Was it an explosion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Explosion and a big flash.
Big flash and all that good stuff?
Scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah, tell Phil Ng that. You know who Phil Ng is, right? Phil Ng's he's the general manager of the MBTA.
Oh, really?
He's the Asian guy that said he's going to improve the MBTA. You think it got any improvement?
I don't take it much. So
You don't take it much? Hey.
No, but that was. Oh.
It makes you not want to take it at all after that, right?
No, I take it once in a while.
Once in a while? I hear you.
When I go to baseball games. And,
Oh, you go down the Fenway. I got
you
you.
gotta have it then.
You need it for sometimes.
Down there.
Don't make it your one-time source though, right?
Yeah.
Interesting though. So this area here is not really hasn't been affected, but you can see the wires are low because there's no tension on them. So when you look all the way down, even though these wires are intact, it's loose because it's not tension on the other end. So you go down here, it's cables that are there. They are suspended, and so while they're here, they might as well check all of them to make sure, to make it on the safe side, because there's no sense of fixing that and not checking the rest of them. You know, if you know what I mean. You just don't fix one area and not check the rest of them. That's what my protocol would be, but the team might have a different protocol where they don't care. They have been known to slack on their jobs and do other stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised after you hear all the stuff they've been doing, like washing cars and fixing cars in the garage when the mechanic's supposed to be working, and getting paid when they're sleeping in the house and all that other kind of stuff. That's crazy. I mean, the T has so many problems that, wow, we don't know where to start with them, to be honest with you. Don't even know. It's a big cover-up, if you ask me. I just got off the phone with a T employee and they were telling me how horrible the T is. Interesting. Ironic. So right there that's a voltage tester, DC voltage. So you got a line going to the line to the ground, and those usually make noise. Some of them make noise when it's energized. So if that was the energized, there'd be an alert of it. It's a safety thing. Let's see, she might know that. What is that thing called on top of the tree? Is that called a pentagraph? It's called the pentagraph. Okay, I got it right. She said yes. And the only way that can happen is the wires would had to been loose, or that pantograph had to been not adjusted properly. That's the only way that could possibly happen like that. One of them has to be off. And I'm assuming it was the pantograph that somehow got off. So it looks, I could be wrong, it looks like the wire broke. It looks like it broke. I could be wrong on that though. That had to be scary for the passengers. This one's been dropped down, so they freed this one up completely. That's dropped down. This is the one that's giving them the issues up here. So it's like it broke completely, because here's the broken end right here. I should work for the T. Nah, I can't do that. I make them look good. Can't do that. And how often these supposed to be changed? I think 25 years they're supposed to be changed. They fall under the cable line, so any cable has to be changed every 25 years. So those would be the same situation. And I think that they won't do it because of the money. They want to eliminate this at one point. How does that get bent like that? What happened? Do you see what happened? You what? It almost caught on fire?
It happened right there.
Right there?
I was in my apartment playing a game. Like a shotgun.
A shotgun, huh?
I'm ducking.
You're ducking, okay.
Flash. Came outside. This was disabled.
Right.
So this was like more bent. So my man supervisor took one of those things over a hook.
Oh, try to rope over it. Oh, don't do that. Well, see, the problem is, so he
saw that he was going off, so he shouldn't touch it.
Oh, he's trying to touch it to get it back online. Yeah. Oh, I see. Like the buses. He's trying to do the buses, yeah. So I see what you're talking about.
Police officer, don't move it. He moved it. On that side, I almost got it on this side.
Well, the problem is he probably hit a non-insulated part of the cable.
Yeah,
and he
it was live. They should never moved it on until they got here.
See, the buses, they can do that because the buses got that one drop and push back on. The train.
Some of the one in Cambridge.
Yeah, in Cambridge.
Yeah.
It's easier to do with the buses, but the trains, it's a little difficult because.
I'm telling, bro.
I wouldn't try it with the trains.
I was trying to help with the traffic.
Right.
Next thing I know, boom! I almost caught my behind on fire, but I ran and was clapping everything.
So when Channel 7 get up here, you gotta tell them the story, man. Or I might be the only. Or there's a cameraman right.
Stop being nosy.
Is that being nosy?
Stop being helpful.
Well, be helpful.
Let them play that job.
But you know what? You're right there. Don't help them because they're not paying you for that. You're right.
And I don't have the expertise and everything.
Well, the most important, you should tell that guy, don't touch that damn thing. Leave that thing alone.
He told him over there.
Don't touch it.
He said, don't move it. He moved it. Spots came on him and other team officials.
See, the problem is, once it's like that, there's a reason why it's like that. So you don't want to touch. Channel 7's right here. You can tell him everything.
Hey, man.
My man just got on scene. First cameraman on scene right here in Boston. Right there. He's the best. Channel 7 is the best. I give you guys credit. You guys get here pretty quick. Channel 7 does get here pretty quick, guys.
Yeah, all that messed up.
I think I gotta replace that. That whole arm is messed up.
I thought, wait a minute. It's not raining. I would like it, but it sounded like a shotgun.
Right, shotgun.
Big shotgun.
Well, the other guy said the same thing, a big explosion.
Yeah.
It came in as some kind of explosion, too.
So I came down, but this one was a lot louder. He moved that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a bomb.
Like a boom. Like a big boom. Wow.
Sparkles came up, I ran, almost caught me. It was all over the ground here. So it came all over here.
Right.
Almost caught me.
Yeah, they had to cut the thing off. I mean, it's the only way you get it down. You got to cut it.
You want to go on the other side, or you want to jump on the other side, or here?
That thing is stuck up in the up position, though. That shouldn't be like that. It's spring loaded too, but the thing it should be at a collapse. So it's probably damaged somehow. that big mass. Oh, he broke the blade. It came out of the socket. To go back in there and just lock it in place.
She has some goggles on. You got goggles?
They should have goggles on. You're right. Where's your goggles at? Safety first. OSHA's watching you, man. OSHA's watching. Well, they're supposed to have fall protection on too. Once you're up there height, they're supposed to have fall protection on too. They don't know that, but they're supposed to. Now it comes down a little bit. Well, let's see if it goes up. Yeah, he can lock it down once he pushes it down. That's if it goes all the way down though. Can he push it down? If he can push it, he can lock it down. Let's see if they can get it down. It is spring loaded too though, so let's see what happens. There might be to put body weight on it and push that down. Right? If they got a heavy dude on it, put the heavy dude on there. He can push that down. Put his whole body weight on there. If he put his body weight on, he should be able to knock that down. Let's see. He's gonna just cut the bottom one. If he cut the bottom one, it'll drop. Cut the. Yeah, there you go. Cut the bottom one. So I think that spring thing might be stuck up too, though. Because it's almost like a shock absorber. Yeah. But it pushes it up in the air, so it's a lot of weight to push it down, though. You know. Yeah, they didn't want to put no weight on it. They put enough weight on it, they can push it down.
Yeah, that's safe aside to cut it off.
Yeah, it's cut the whole damn thing off, get rid of it. They got enough money anyway. They put a new one up there. Be careful, that thing's slapping your face doing that. It's a lot of pressure on that thing. You should just be careful. That's all I say.
I've had my experience, I'm done.
And what do you think about the T? Would you recommend Phil Ng as the general manager of the NBTA?
What's that? General?
See, no one knows who he is. So Phil Ng is the guy that runs the NBTA. Yeah. And he's supposed to be the guy that's supposed to come here to fix up the problem with the NBTA. He's been there about 3 years now, and the problem's only got worse on the NBTA. So whenever I ask about Phil Ng, no one knows who he is because he's busy doing photo ops, but he doesn't come out to incidents like this. So that's why I'm surprised that no one knows who he is. Yeah. Even his workers don't know who he is.
I've been so busy. I used to go to the RAG meetings on Zoom, and I've been so... I have been, I've been one meeting. Right. I think I heard Connie. I think Connie retired. Who? MBTA Blessings.
Oh, okay.
I think he retired.
So he retired. Okay. But Phil Ng's the main guy. He's the guy that's supposed to have make things move, and he's always saying how the T improved, how it's getting better, how it's you hear the floods in the aquarium station, you hear the delays on the green line. The red line, you hear so many different stories. Buses breaking down the middle of Tremont Street. It goes on and on and on, but then he says it's getting better. I wonder how is it getting better. So I want to ask him, what has he improved in the last 3 years of the NBTA? And he can't get a result out of it, but he always tells the people it's getting better. So when I say Phil Ng, I'm talking about that guy. The guy that does the photo op that came from the New York Railroad station. And everybody agrees the railroad and transit is different. 100% different. So just because you ran a railroad don't mean you can run the transit system.
That's right.
And you have to have experience and knowledge how to run it too. You gotta have good people in your corner to do it the right way. Honest people as well. And every time I try to sit down and have a meeting with him, he runs away from me. Just like Josh Kraft runs away from me. I'm the guy out there that talks to, trust me. Okay. I'm the guy. I'm that guy, man. I'll expose it. And I'm going to start focusing more on the NBTA because a couple of T workers say focus more on the NBTA. I haven't really touched a lot of it, but it has a lot of issues, a lot of problems. The staff is not properly trained, for one. We already know that. how they promote people is a big problem within the system itself. It's more family members and people that are giving favors to other people get promoted. Yeah, well, yeah, the drinking, the drugs, all that kind of, we know about that. The T knows about it. Some of the high people up there are the ones doing it. I'm talking about the high people in office are the ones drinking. Coke, everything. You name it, they're doing it. Matter of fact, I would have bet Phil Ing did a couple of lines himself.
Check at the bus terminal. You're looking for a Mr. Nicholas Robinson, 42-year-old white male. He has short brown hair, short brown curly hair. Last seen wearing a white long sleeve shirt, khaki pants.
That's the him. He's pulling the wires. He should know better. Wait a minute, he's a supervisor, right? We do it all the time. We do this all the time. But they do it on the buses all the time, not the trains. The trains are different than the buses. What's happening?
He was punching, man.
He's the one that.
All over him.
Oh, he needs some more training in. That guy. We'll get him on camera so they know who he is. He needs more training. You don't do that all the time, my man. Channel 7 is here.
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing today?
I haven't seen you since that truck went through the in Chinatown.
Oh, China. I've been down. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's been a while.
Yeah.
Good to see you. My cameraman, got the other main cameraman over here.
Would you mind?
Channel 7, got another 7 guy. 7 is, I gotta give you guys credit. You guys do pretty good. That's why I'm always gonna watch 7, because 7's quick, fast. Hey, I'm gonna call you back. They got a major incident over here on South Huntington. The train lost its power line. I got you. All right. Yeah. Bye.
So you were in your apartment. You heard just like a loud bang.
Two bangs.
And then when you came out, what did you say?
Yeah, gonna be 252-061.
Two operators.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you were like out here watching, and then all of a sudden it snapped.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
See, kind of.
Very.
Yes.
Have you ever had an issue this close to home before with the green light?
I've been here 35 years. I've seen everything. All accidents. I've seen trials, lessons. People get hit. People get
Wow. So like, and then they've just been working on this ever since?
working on.
The train? Ever since it happened? They've all been out
Oh,
there? like
yeah,
this?
yes, it's been took the power off and saw all the manifolds.
Did you see any passengers by any chance?
I'm saying the operating extra.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much. What's your first and last name? Will you spell them all for me?
Alan 12.
James Allen. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You didn't have to take any pictures.
So we have I guess you call this a major incident because, it's serious, sparks flying, people getting scared, trains getting stuck, system being suspended. I would call that a pretty major incident. Luckily nobody got electrocuted. So allegedly, based on what we're hearing, somehow the pantograph got caught up with the wires somehow. And typically it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't go off track. So if it did go off track, because the trains stay in a stationary location, and if the wires are in the stationary location, it should not go off track. If it somehow it does go off track, it's a margin of 12 inches on either side, I believe. It's a good margin. And for that to happen, to go off track, it means something took place. that means something wasn't aligned properly. And then for you to try to put that back on track without fixing the issue, it just causes a bigger problem. Now you can do that for the buses, because the buses have the 2 drop lines, and you can push it up and do that. But when it comes to one of those, you can't really do that because it's involving other stuff involved. I wouldn't recommend doing it. None on the trolleys. The buses are easier because it's one little thing on each side. There's 2 of them all together. Is the neutral always the outer one, or does it switch? I got a question for you. Does it return? Is it always on the outside, or does it switch back and forward?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea how this is.
It's good to know. Like, I don't know if it's both, or it should be. It might be both. I don't know. I'll find out. It's easier to figure that out. Sometimes they switch. Sometimes it's both. I don't know. Because the wheels are the returns. I think it's on both sides, to be honest with you. And that's where you hook up there to get your power. So that right there tells them if they're getting 600 volts from the aerial to the ground. That's the only way you would know. Other than that, you won't know. Once again, a chaotic scene over here on South Huntington Ave. The good thing is there was nobody reportedly injured, as far as we know anyway. They are working to fix this. It might take throughout the whole night to get this back up and running, because they got to splice a new cable up there. And then they got to test it out, check it out and everything. So it might take some time. So right now we just got the workers. They do have the pantograph removed. The wires, that's another problem. That's a lot of work to do. Now they gotta secure everything. Let's see. And I'm not joking. For the most part, Channel 7 depends on like where they're at and what they're doing. They're pretty much. I know I'm first on scene over here in the city, but even other areas that you're not even aware of, they're first on scene. They get there pretty quick. I know some of the tricks, but I don't know all the tricks. I learned, like I said, I learned from one of their cameramen years ago. He taught me some tricks of the trade. And he's still out in the field, so I seen him. Matter of fact, I seen him this weekend, I believe it was. So more likely, once they get that train stabilized, they probably have it towed out of here. Have another train pull it. Pull it or push it, whatever is easier. I think typically they like to pull it rather than push it. I'm gonna move the truck up a little bit, give him a little actually you're supposed to even when you're on these things here, OSHA requires you to have, you may not know it, but OSHA requires you to have fall protection even on one of these things right here. They always say that. I don't know if it's really true or not. How long was you out here for?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? That's longer than me. I only been out here like 32 minutes. But did you get the spots and everything?
Yeah. I didn't catch. I wasn't here for the actual the wire thing falling. I just came to the aftermath.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I heard about it. I should have came here sooner, but I was taking my time, man. Sometimes you slow it, you miss it when you don't get there quick enough. Those poles don't look that sturdy up there either. How often do they check those poles to make sure they're... Well, those are the original poles too, so... wow. That's a good question. How often do they check these poles? I don't know. Not often enough, that's for sure. So that pole is, yeah, I don't know. No, it is expensive, but they should do it. Like at least check them. I say at least every 6 months, based off the wear and tear they get on them. And that should be you should better walk down to the MBTA and ask that question. They should have the answer readily available under the Freedom of Information Act. You can try to splice that together somehow, some way. I wonder what that is made out of. That's not copper. At least I don't think it is. Where's his grinder at? You must get the grinder out and do that instead of using a hacksaw. Gonna put a connection, pull those connection sleeves on it and sleeve it together, I guess. Then they gotta pull all that tension. They probably got like a come along or something just to pull all that tension back together. He's got that new connector right in his hand right there. And now to give them a new splice. That's the connector he has right, if you can see it right there. That piece allows them to connect the two. I can't really call it a cable. Or I guess you could call it a guide wire or something like that. This might be one of their feeders right here that feeds that power to the line. They probably killed it from that box right there. So they're doing a hard job right there, doing the connection. The other question is, I wonder if the city of Boston is allowed to put signs on the transit poles. Shouldn't they be putting their own individual pole up? They shouldn't be putting signs on the transit poles. I wonder if there's anything regulating that. It has to be. Everything in Massachusetts is regulated, so it has to be a regulation for that too. And I took a quick look at it. I can't tell if that's like, look like one of the strappings missing, or did they drill it inside the pole itself? Oh, it's the strappings around it. Good catch. That's a pretty good catch. I don't think I can do that.
Remember to measure the wire. How much wire do you guys take off here? You guys have it, don't you? You guys have it? You can measure it, you know what I mean? Oh, that much? That's a lot.
That is a lot, though. You should have to cut the edge off. Because now you got to make up the difference up there somehow. I would have cut like an inch or two off the most, but everybody does something different. Because you do got to make it up on the pole. They should have you up there, man. You know more about it than they do. You got more experience than they do. You should be up there.
I'm in charge.
Oh, you in charge? That's why you... Oh, okay, I understand. But you got the experience, though. Oh, man, okay, I got you. You just had a supervisor. These guys gotta go back to training. They're doing all right, but it helps to know what you're doing before you do it. You know what I mean? If you take off a foot, you gotta make up that foot on the other end somehow. It's easy to make up 1 and 2 inches, but the more you take off, the harder it is to make up, because then you find yourself making 2 splices rather than 1. So it's, you know, you gotta kind of think what you're doing before you do it. And this is gonna be a pretty much all-day event. Take a walk around and kind of give you guys an idea, like, you know, it's pretty serious because you got the whole South Huntington blocked off. Well, I can't say the whole entire South Huntington. From Heath Street down to Huntington is blocked off. It's not the entire South Huntington, so it's a good portion of it. Put it that way. I noticed that this train has the number on the rear, but this one maybe have it on the rear too. It should be on both. It should be on both sides, though. That's what I would think. But maybe they don't do them on both sides. Maybe they just do one side. See what's on this side over here. Did you see what happened?
I did from inside.
From
I mean, I don't know exactly what was up. There was an explosion.
Uh-huh.
Like a transformer.
Right, explosion, yeah.
I hear it.
You hear it? Oh, wow.
Scared us.
It is scary, yeah.
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
Was scary.
Well, that is scary, yeah. I didn't hear you. I didn't see. I heard about it. I didn't see it though. But as long as you guys are safe, that's the most important thing. Everybody describes it as an explosion, and I guess that's pretty much the way to describe it. I mean, what else would you call it? It's an explosion. That is an explosion when you see something burst out like that. Let's get that car coming down on the opposite side there. What's happening? Trying to get them through there. I guess they only have them on the front of the car, not the rear of the car. That's what it looks like. Those guys are just gonna sit there and hang around until they're ready to do something. So those guys they're more like they're probably like the track guys. They're probably not like the electricians, so they don't expect them to know a lot about the trains as far as the electrical, mechanical part of it. But they probably deal with the. They're gonna do some interviews over there. I might get a copy of the interviews too, so you get to see what these people see. I don't really interview people a lot like that.
I guess what's going on before that. Ambulances and everything lined up, fire engines, so I wasn't sure what was going on. But they said the key broke down, and you look at it, it's not moving, but there's construction over there. Yeah.
Have you lived here long enough to see any other T right here?
No, I've been here for a little over a year and a half. I haven't seen anything like this yet.
Gotcha. Are you a T rider?
Yeah, I've used it. I'm glad I'm not using it today. I thought about it. I was on the Esplanade earlier, and I usually take this T to get downtown. And I'm glad I didn't use it.
Yeah, lots of T gets a bad rap with all these issues, but I mean,
yeah, right. So one of my friends is actually an engineer for the T, and I texted him, hey, come fix it. He's not here yet, though.
Yeah, I guess there's a witness on the other side.
Oh, sorry.
He's fine. I already got the arrow, back arrow. So the witness on the other side said the wire actually snapped.
Really?
Like they got everyone off the train, and the wire was even snapped.
Wow.
And like hit a responding officer too.
Oh, is he okay?
He went to the hospital just
Oh, no.
parachute, I think.
Wow.
But yeah, so it got a little escalated here a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it's nothing too bad.
Yeah. But thank you so much. What's your first and last name?
Yossi Lipschitz.
Will you spell them both for me?
Yeah, YSSI LIPSCHITZ.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And this is
What's your
Willow.
dog? Yeah, what's your dog?
This is Willow. He has a little pop.
Oh my god. He's so soft.
Yeah. We just got the rest of the day.
Nice. Congrats on your birthday.
You too.
What did it sound like?
Big boom. Yeah.
Did you see like an officer or anyone get hurt or start yelling?
I did not.
Okay.
No. Yep. We peeked outside, and it was definitely
usually have some issues here, or have you?
Oh, I'm just visiting my grandkids.
Awesome. Yeah, right. Well, never go home, right?
Yeah,
Now.
you bet.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now they gotta pull all that cable up now. See how far they can pull that now. They can probably get it close enough. We'll see.
Same thing. You just heard. Oh, I totally get that. Yeah.
Harassing the ambassador.
That's a lot of muscle power to pull that too. I would get a come along. But they got a come along. They got one right there. There's still a lot of pulling though. Because you got to pull from both sides. Interesting. You think Phil Ing's gonna come down here? You think Philip Ing's gonna come down here?
That'd be good for us.
That'd be good if he did come down there, right? But he won't show up. I guarantee you he won't show up.
On Sunday? Probably not.
Probably not. I mean, he does a lot of photo ops though, so he should come out for this too. A lot of pulling. Some get pulled off the truck, that's for sure. What's your fall protection? That's a lot of pulling though. Yeah. They could try to tie it to the truck and back the truck up and see if that works. But I don't know if that's he's got to get that hook on the other end over there. So the other guy's gonna come up on the ladder and probably hook it up over there. Just gotta be careful doing that. Secondary truck just arrived. I think that's what they're gonna need, 2 trucks to really get the tension off of both sides. I think one gotta pull from one side, one gotta pull from the other side. You could probably do it with 1 truck, but then you're pulling from both sides on the same truck. But it might be a little easier to take the slack off of one of them. Just gotta find out where they want him at. It might. This is probably the most employees of the MBTA in one spot. You probably never see that many employees in one spot in your life, right? you could do roll call on this. You could see how many people are on the payroll.
Who's answering, sir? Stand by, sir. He said that party left the station prior to our arrival. He's all set. What's there? Operation C Alpha 116 to get out over here. Off discharge.
There's a lot of pulling though. It could be done. You just gotta take your time doing it. Cause you're pulling a lot of weight. Cause you're pulling all the way down from, I don't know, the tip of Huntington, and you gotta tighten it taut enough that it makes a connection. It has to be firm. It can't be like flimsy. It has to be pretty straight. I mean, you don't have to be real tight, but tight enough, you know. It can have a little droop, but not a lot of droop, if I'm saying it the right way. Not more than 2 inch, no more than maybe 3 inches of sag. Actually, 3 inches of sag might be too much too. Probably 2 inches of sag. He said you gotta go to Jackson, everything's okay over here. I heard that. So if you're wondering why the green line is not working, this is one of your reasons right here. So they're gonna try to pull those together. At least pull that side together until they can pull the other side.
Charlie Sierra 574 to operations. Thanks, sir. On this incident, we're going to have Charlie 515 standing by here on traffic. I believe it's the Alpha 112 officer Seeker is going to be standing by on traffic, and Officer is going to also be standing by here on traffic easy on Charlie 516. Mass out, deduct, and return to mass out. We have that.
Now they gotta, he's gonna run out of change shortly. He's got to reposition it all over again. But I guess they got the secondary wire that can, they can lock the slack off the secondary wire. So once he gets to the max on that, he can probably reposition it and do it again. I said it's a lot of pull. They might have to move that truck forward though too, just a little bit to get to that splice. We'll see. Gonna re-pull it again. And that's probably the best way to do it. Put tension on it, and then re-pull it again, because you can't get it all in one pull. It's, like I said, it's a lot of pulling power on there. You're talking about a couple of 100 pounds easily. Imagine trying to pull that cable from Huntington Ave all the way up here with bare muscle. It's almost impossible. Now this one, they might be able to get the full pull because the position where he has it at, he has it back so far. They probably can get it all in this last pull. You say that's exactly why you don't ride the T?
The wire car is important. You need to do inspection.
You gotta tell my viewers that, because you gotta say it to my viewers.
Yeah. That's why, for those who are complaining about their blue line wire car delays, the wire car is there to prevent things like this. Because if the wire car didn't do its inspections, you will have more incidents like this. So the wire car is very important.
Gotcha. He's doing a good job at it so far. He is straight pulling it. And he's getting it. He's getting close. He's almost there. Another 6 inches probably. Or maybe a little bit more. He's turning red though, but he's getting it. That's not easy. Yeah, your arms are gonna be burned at the end of the day for sure. You see all the cables shaking down there. You can tell how much pull they have by the cable shaking. That's not the wind. That's from them actually pulling it. Likewise down this way too. You can see the cables kind of shaking from the pull. Might have to reposition it, or maybe one more time. We'll see. This guy right here seems like he got a lot of experience. This guy right here seems like he knows what he's doing. He's leading the crew. You're getting close though. Just gotta get that piece to that piece.
Watch, I got a man laid out in the middle of the street. If you would start EMS this way and get on to it. Watch, we have it.
Saying that way is good, so you got to pull from the top of South Huntington down. You see that cable that's hanging right there? So that cable snapped and it was hanging on the ground. So they're re-splicing it back. But I guess before that happened, that
How did that happen?
I guess the pentagraph broke and it broke the cable. So before I got here, I guess there was a big explosion.
Wow.
And sparks flying everywhere, yeah. So that's what people are telling me, that the guy was touching the wire with the rope and he tried to put it back on and it sparked. So that's what we have so far. I think he might have video of it, that guy over there. I'm gonna find out where he's posting his video later on. Maybe you guys could go watch his video. Actually, it's probably on Facebook. I'll ask him before he leaves where they can find his content at. So you gotta tell my viewers where they can find your content. It's gonna be on Facebook or YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube? YouTube, what's your YouTube channel?
This is my channel for those who want to. Some of those people might have already been subscribed, so feel free to hit me up there.
I'm gonna subscribe too.
All right, thank you.
I'll subscribe when I get back home, for sure. And this is my YouTube channel. If you wanted to check it out, you can keep it too if you want to. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, I think I saw some of your videos.
You saw my videos?
Yeah.
Everybody saw my videos. I gotta start watching my own videos. I met a gentleman from out of Worcester watching my videos. We met last week, I believe it was. We finally got to meet. Made it right all the way from Worcester. We ended up at the same crime scene. So yeah, guys, they're almost there. He said he's off by 10 inches. He says he's off. That's why it's important not to cut too much cable off, because that thing only allows you to adjust so much. So what happens is now they're stretching the cable a little further than they should be stretching it. You should take off about, I'd say about 2 inches. But it is what it is. You take off 2 inches each side. That means you gotta make up 4 inches total. Maybe 4 1/4, 4 1/2. Where's your grinder at, man? Use your grinder to cut that. Put that sleeve on there. Once he gets that sleeve on it, tighten it all up, and then the connection will be completed. He's right though. It's easy to get it up there. And he's telling him right. Move that truck forward, because you're not gonna be able to get leverage up from up in the air like that. Never overreach yourself. I have to back it up a little bit and then pull it back. It's kind of hard to get that straight on. Is that it? He's asking him something simple and they want to do it the hard way. He's telling him he can move the truck forward, and they want to do all that, but they can just move the truck up forward. They can both be on the platform. And none of them have fall protection on. And I'm not going to comment on that, but I know where that comes from. This guy's way overreaching himself up there too. Shouldn't be reaching that far over the railing like that. Where's NTSB at? Is NTSB coming down here for this one?
I'm gonna go meet up with the 114 bar. So we're trying to notify them now.
Mm. See what they're doing right there, they should be on that platform doing. And then you have better leverage because you're not working above yourself. You're working kind of at waist level with it, so it makes it a lot easier. They always say work smarter, not harder. Some people like to do it harder than smarter, and I don't understand why they. It's more like rebellious. I see it at my job all the time. You're telling a guy to do something nice and easy, they want to do it the hard way. Can't figure it out. Maybe they don't want to listen to younger people, more experienced person, but you see it all the time in the workforce. All that overreaching is not necessary when you can work at waist level. Prime example of why you're supposed to have training, because training will show you the proper way how to do it. I'm pretty sure the training don't say stand on top of the train and tighten that up. That's why they designed these trucks right here, for that particular reason.
This is the Alpha 114. What's your exact location for BTE? Operations to the Alpha 114, your location for BTE? Or in Fremont. Fremont.
So they have it connected, which is a good thing. At least half the job is done. The other half is getting the train out of there. And they should do an inspection on those wires too, because some of them need to be kind of adjusted. I don't know if they're going to redo that today or not, but...
Operations to Alpha 114, be advised, Boston has that. They advise that they are tied up, but they'll get somebody up there as soon as they can. Now they're gonna be up here. Who's answering last unit?
So that's probably the hardest part right there, is connecting the cable.
Going on, 114. Operation Harry 104. 104. 6 Pine Hill Street, number 1. The EMS. Calling 18-year-old cousin, female, screaming noise.
Just has to roll it to make it straight, so it's not kinked.
We have an opening for last half of 36 and 2 openings for day tour, South Mall tomorrow.
He's gonna go down nice and slow to the next section down there.
Stay wide with that subject. I'm going to be following up the top. And obviously, this you guys watch the thing. So we have it. They could use the front train to pull the rear train and just keep the rear pantographs down and just pull it from the front train. Since the front train looks like it's in good condition, that could be an option too. The one in the rear just won't have any brakes. Well, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Salt Station. Take a look. One away. Have it. Check it 1 away. Wait, Salt Station. Salt Station red line before you fall downstairs. EMS and route. Area 45 report. You can try to check on the block side on 991. Area 415 with the 45 for the 145. Fox,
A lot of work, a lot of manpower.
Making sure there's EMS en route. First, EMS is en route. Thank you.
The question is, how do you prevent something like this from happening again? Do you inspect the wires more frequently? Do you make inspectors more aware of the safety factors of the dangers of cables, better training? I don't know if they get enough training. That might be a lot of jobs don't want to train people. Unfortunately, and then when they do train them, they're not training them properly. So that's the other problem. I mean, you need somebody from like NTSB come down here and train these guys in OSHA, show them how it's done properly, and have them sign off on it that they've done it. Because you can't rely on transit to train transit, because sometimes they're not training them properly, and then one that's doing the training doesn't know. I mean, I hear it a lot of times that some guys do know and some guys don't know. So, you know, just always get the right information. But if one of these pentographs come off the line, and it really shouldn't, there's no way it should, because if it comes off the line, it means something's not lined up. And if that's the case, then you got to call the people out to fix it the right way. You can't put it back on, because if it comes off, it came off for a reason. The buses are different, because what happens with the buses get too far away from the line and it gets disconnected, so then the bus has to kind of like pull the cables back on. The bus in this is totally different. Hate to do a long video, but long video it is. So right now it's just making sure everything is and this intersection had a lot of other issues with the trolley too. I remember maybe last year, the year before, it ran over a skateboard right in the same area up here. And they had another issue. What was the other issue they had? Was it a trolley ran to the back of another trolley or something like that? There's a few things that happened up in this area. This is not the first time they had problems with this section of the... And keep in mind, they wanted to get rid of this. And the people from the Veterans Hospital, they fought to keep it because the veterans will have to walk up the hill or take the bus. And they said, no, like, don't isolate the veterans from the subway. Just fix up the subway or the light rail. It's considered a light rail. So fix up the light rail. And the T doesn't want to invest any money on it. But they did invest money a couple of years ago on doing these tracks over and the asphalt and everything. So that's all kind of fairly new. Then the other side of Huntington Ave, they did that over as well. A lot of money they didn't want to invest in it, but the key money that should have been invested was the overhead power lines. So now the investment has to come out of their pocket instead of wasting money on other stuff. Fix the stuff the right way. And then you look for Phil Ng, like, you look around, you don't see him at all. Like, where's Philip Ng at? The title of this video might be Where's Phil Ng? Hey, maybe that's a good title of it. Where's Philip Ng at? That's to make sure there's no live wires. Where's Philip Ng and Mara Haley when stuff like this happens? They can't say they don't know about it. They must have got the message. Oh, they're pretty sure they got the message. Oh yeah, they got the message. Oh yeah, they definitely got the message. If they didn't get the message, something's wrong with them.
Box 201. 201. Family trouble with 90 Orton Murata, apartment 2063. They want the cousin removed there. They're out there as well.
On top of there is a high voltage, so whenever the train is operation, you should never be on top of there. You got a lot of DC current running through all those things on top of there. So you don't want to be on top of that train if you can help it while it's energized. That's the rope and the wooden stick that caused all that problem in the first place. He said we do it all the time. You don't do that all the time. You might do it on somewhere else all the time. But see, theoretically, the pantograph should not come disconnect with that, because if that's the case, then something's not adjusted right. You got a big margin to work with. I'm talking about, it looks like at least 12 inches to each side that thing doesn't fall off, providing the
it's been adjusted properly. Like, that's why you're supposed to inspect them to make sure they're centered in the right way. Now, occasionally the wind does blow and it does kind of stretch the springs and everything, and it gets moved around, but that's why you inspect it to make sure it's on target. Because if it's misaligned, then it's going to cause that problem too. It's almost like you want to kind of put it center of these tracks. I don't know if I can show you. Maybe I can stand in the middle of the roadway over here. Those cables should be kind of center of the tracks on the ground. So I don't know a lot about this stuff, but I remember we had conversations about this years ago. I really studied the green line. We were talking about the green line years and years ago about different things. But there's guys that go to school for this stuff that I have talked to. So when you're looking at the train, if you're in the middle of the tracks right here, that cable should be in the middle of these two tracks. It should be like straight in the middle. That's the sweet spot. You want it right, and it looks like it's in the middle now. Straight in the middle, like that's your sweet spot for that cable to hang. You don't want it two to the left, two to the right. You want it, the sweet spot is right in the middle. And they have that truck that comes on the tracks that will drive on the tracks. Like these trucks right here, for example. These trucks have these front and rear wheels where they lock onto the tracks. And that allows it to move up and down the tracks freely. No power is going to the truck, but it allows it to stay on the tracks in the center. So those guys could do the same thing they were doing earlier on that platform and just making sure it's, straight. Right now we're gonna, I don't know if I want to stay around that long till they do the moving of the train. That might be several hours, but we'll hang around long as we can.
Once you take care of that other thing with the Alpha 114, one of you can take it into Boylston, eastbound platform. We have EMS rolling for a black male off with the ambassador, feeling lightheaded and shaking.
I'll take that call.
I don't listen to transit police that often. Every so often I do jump onto their frequencies. Just happened to be listening to it today.
Tell me my I number for report. Yeah, 252-061.
And I don't pay, like, a lot of times I hear stuff, I don't really focus on every transmission across the radio, so things that skip by me every so often too. I don't stay that focused on it.
1214. Thank you.
All right, we'll hang around for a bit and see what happens.
Operations to the 114. Can we just get the ambulance number that party was transported in?
It's amazing that T didn't send any representative out.
Alpha 1.
This is like a piece of, what is that, from a car? It looks like if I'm looking at that the right way, it looks like an idler pulley on a car. That's what it looks like. What do you guys think it is? You think it's an idler pulley on a car or something else? That's one of the things we had to do when I was younger. We had to look at different parts and identify what they were and where they came from. Sometimes you never get it right. Like those old, oh my goodness, we're going back some years now. You see them all over the streets years ago. Those little contactors from the distributor and the rotor of the carburetor injected engine. So somebody will give you one of those and actually where that came from, and then show you a PCV valve, positive crank valve, It asks you what that was, and a whole lot of other things. They show you like weird stuff that you probably wouldn't know what it was, and then you have to figure out where it came from and what it's supposed to do. I couldn't get them all right, but I got a few of them right. All those cars just gotta loop around, I guess. How you doing? You shocked. What happened? Why you stayed in shock? What happened? Nothing. The green light broke down, yeah. How often does that happen?
I've never seen it before.
You never seen it before? Oh, wow. I know it happens quite often. Probably at least once, maybe once a month. If it's not this line, it's another line. Yeah, Calm Ave has a lot of those issues over there too, but it happens. It didn't break down. Somebody broke it down. It's a difference. Somebody could have taken their time and waited, and they rushed the gun, from what I understand. A lot of money being wasted right now.
Airport 138 North Murata, apartment 6095.
He said, wait a minute, he's gonna turn on the power. Yeah, he said, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're good. I just need you to wait, actually. They're gonna turn on this power. So I can't have you driving, all right?
So maybe I'll wait for a signal? Okay. No problem, I'll wait. Thank you so much.
Turn on the power.
Oh, yeah.
You become fried chicken. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You don't want to become the
Box Gold 1. It is an unconscious Southampton at Atkinson, held down.
They're gonna turn the power on, so you guys don't become violated. That's what they're telling you. Let me stay clear of the tracks. Let's see when they energize it, when that thing, if it lights up. It's supposed to make a noise and kind of light up at the same time. It's on now. See how it makes the noise and lights up?
Don't steal his glory.
Take it off. Yeah, he's crazy.
Gonna test the other side.
Armstrong ambulance number 58 will be transporting that male to MD for a
So both sides are grounded because he just did both sides. So he already answered my question by what he just did. Both sides do return the power, which I thought they did anyway.
What, sir? Answering, sir.
That's a good safety device to have if you don't know what you're doing for sure.
Again, sir?
4 to double.
4.
Little magnet that keeps it on the track so it doesn't fall off. Right. They took the one down there off too, because I don't know if you heard the noise coming from the other one down there. So the noise is to let you know if you can't see it, so you can hear it. That's probably one of the best testers to ever use, is the audio and visual tester. So it gives you double notification. Fluke made a pretty good one. I think it was the T20. I love the T20 that the Fluke used. You probably still can buy those. The other people got the clamp-on ones. Fluke makes some pretty good testers out there, so you just got to pick the right one you're looking for. And I wonder if Fluke makes that. Fluke probably makes that what they have.
Take the tape off if you can help me. I'll check out his temp.
I'll ask him who makes that. They said they could take the tape down. On the transit radio, they just said that. Take the tape down. I think Fluke I bet you Fluke makes that tester. I'm gonna ask these guys over here, see if they know the name brand of that. I bet you it's probably Fluke. I could be wrong though. I got a question. What's the name brand of that tester? What's it called? You couldn't tell me? I was wondering if Fluke made that. He said he couldn't tell me. I don't know, but maybe Fluke does. Fluke makes a lot of different things. It's a good piece of device to have, though. It's a life-saving device to have. You can always look them up online and stuff and see who carries them.
That was rear-ended.
It's taking down the tape.
Occupied one time. No injuries. Minor damage to the bumper. Active all around. I'm just waiting with the ride vehicle for his supervisor to come down here.
They make this a lot easier for them by pulling this out of here.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
I think it'll make it a little bit easier for you. If I could get that all the way out of there. One more pull will do it, right? Now you're good to go. All right, have a good one. So they got the power back on. They got two options to get the train out. They could either energize the bottom portion of the train, the front portion of the train, or they can have what do you call those tow trains come up there and take it out of there. I'm not too sure which method they're going to use, but we'll hang around and see. We'll hang around and see which method they use to get that train out of there. They did their job, so they're out of there. They mostly do the electrical part of the. So once the electrical part is done, that's up to them to figure out to do the rest of it. Probably hang around for another 15 minutes and then I'll head up out of here. We'll see how they remove the train. Like I said, they got two options. They can either energize the front cab and pull the rear cab, because the rear cab is the one that has the issues. The front, far as we know, the front cab doesn't have any major issues. Or they might get a train to either push that or pull it, depending on which way they're going to do it. And I don't know how far away. Yeah, we'll see.
Charlie 911.
Charlie 911. Charlie 911.
And the 640 and the 425 are going to be with me up Talbot for the time being. The Gold 5 on the Madison. And Gold 1 is on Gold Road.
Hey, no.
Paper on the ground. Too sure what that paper is. I might pick it up just to see what's on the other side of it. Summer soundtrack. I guess it's an event that took place that's already had passed. But you guys get to see what I see. Nothing important, but Could be important to some people though. Because I always say, if it's not information for you, doesn't mean it's not information for somebody else.
Charlie 904.
Charlie 904.
Yes, ma'am. The 112 is going to be the primary. 202 is going to be transported. You can clear anyone else off the Havelock. We're clearing out. Tango 902.
Tango 902.
Yep, I've got a squad going down Circuit Drive, telling them to turn off the music and to start to leave. We're gonna give
So
that
the pieces they had to cut out.
start tagging and so on.
I have a squad going down to Dark to turn up the music, do one pass, and after that, tag and tow it.
They got rope and they got piece of wood on it. You got to be careful doing that too, because just because it could be done, don't mean it should be done.
Unknown 862 East 5th.
All right, guys. Like I said, news people are going to be camped out here for a while. I don't know if I want to camp out though, but they're going to camp out here for a little while. They might do a live broadcast later on. If anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. Right now, it's going to be a pretty interesting scene over here in South Huntington Ave until they get it sorted out. For the most part, the train has been isolated. The cable has been repaired. Now the other project is getting the train out of here. So we'll see how that plays out.
Area 202, call this.
And how often do they trim the trees? The trees shouldn't be overhanging as much as they are. I don't know if that falls under the city or the T. Well, it could fall under the T because it is interfering with their cable lines. So whether the city's supposed to do it or not, the T has a responsibility to maintain their lines as well. So if it's too close to their lines, they can cut it anyway because it's interfering with their lines. So it's not a matter of who does it, it's who's supposed to do it or when are they doing it. That's the other question. The city can prune them from this side, but when it's close to the lines, you got to get the electricians out there to probably prune them.
Yeah, it was already taken. It makes so much more sense.
Proper training is very important.
That's it, sir, right?
I always say training is key. I'm a big person about training.
Yeah, all the BT units that were responded down here, the Jewish war veterans, meet me here at the entrance to the park. It's going to gather up and then we'll start moving everyone around. All the BT units will meet me here right at the entrance.
Proper training for the MBTA is very crucial, especially when you deal with stuff like this. I mean, you're gonna have they give you, like my job, for example. We asked the question to the manager. We said we want proper training on the. I'm not gonna say what it was, particular training. So we said we wanted a company to come in and train us. So she sent the supervisor to train us, and I knew the supervisor didn't know anything. So I said, "What is he gonna train us?" Because I knew more than the supervisor, and I still know more than the supposedly. He's not the supervisor anymore. I'm now the supervisor, but still, he didn't know anything. But he's going. You guys want some training? I'll show you what to do. We looked at him. I'm like, we were the ones who asked him the question. He didn't have the answer, but now he's gonna give us the answer that he didn't have the question to. Like, it didn't make any sense. So training is not you saying something that is supposed to be true. Training is getting, and we found out what he told us was wrong, by the way. We did get the proper training from the guy that did come down, and he showed us the right thing. That's why it's very key to get the proper training, because training is not always the proper training. And you gotta have common sense to know what's right and what's wrong too. And that's a prime example. Alright guys, we're gonna hang around for a little bit. If anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. But right now, these guys are just hanging out right now.